Additionally, the Trump administration has plastered traditionally nonpartisan government websites with blaring messages blaming Democrats or the radical left for the shutdown. House Democrats say that messaging in and of itself could be a violation of federal law, and there are watchdog groups calling for an investigation. These messages blaming the radical left for the shutdown have popped up on websites for the Department of Housing and Urban Development, for the Forest Service. Democrats on House Oversight and some consumer advocacy groups claim the messages violate the Hatch Act, which prohibits certain political activities by federal employees. Federally funded programs are not supposed to be partisan. We talked with Scott Fitzwilliams, former supervisor for the White River National Forest. He's worked through several government shutdowns in his 35 years with the Forest Service, and he says the current messaging is unfairly dragging federal employees into partisanship.
Not only did we never see anything like that, they made it, they being, the folks in Washington and our superiors made it really clear that there'll be none of that kind of stuff. There'll be no discussing of who's to blame by any federal employees. There'll be no public-facing information along that lines. And so to see that was obviously a little disheartening that it's gotten to that point, and putting the poor employees who are still working right in the middle of this.
So, is it illegal? Is anything illegal anymore, right? The complaints are unlikely to result in any action because President Trump fired the prior head of the Office of Special Counsel, which would investigate Hatch Act complaints, and that office still does not have permanent leadership.